arrival of the former hero Andy Carroll, who joins Newcastle. While he might not be in the squad for the match on Sunday, he's back in Newcastle and he says he can't wait to go out tonight, catch up with his family, catch up with his friends and go out for some food. It's a return home for Andy Carroll. He can't believe it.
Wow.
He can't wait to pull on that black and white shirt again.
Yes, Steve Bruce certainly endearing himself to the Newcastle fans tonight. Thank you very much, Keith Downey.
Keith Downey just it's all crying here, not least Kevin Nolan was reaching for the Kleenex. It's his mate we're talking about, big Andy Carroll. We're going to get Kevin's reaction to that in a moment. We're going to head to Arsenal. Grant, what news?
Kieran Tierney, wow.
Yes, one of two deals official over the line. Kieran Tierney, the very exciting young 22-year-old left back from Celtic, he is now officially an Arsenal player. He will wear the number 3 shirt. He completed his medical at the club's training ground earlier today. All the paperwork necessary to get this one over the line has been done as well. So Kieran Tierney, 170 appearances for Celtic, 12 Scotland caps. He is now a Gooner. Unai Emery, very excited to have this player in his defensive lineup. He's somebody he's been wanting for some time, but he's got his man, Kieran Tierney, one of 2 deals we expect Arsenal to do today.
Geraint, thank you very much indeed. So there it was. Kieran Tierney is in at Arsenal. Kieran Tierney, born in Douglas in the Isle of Man. Something I didn't know, but really you don't really need to know, do you? Kieran Tierney then in at Arsenal. We wait for news of David Luiz. Kevin, I've got to come to you. Andy Carroll. You've known about this for ages, haven't you?
Not for ages, for a couple of hours, yeah. I mean, I spoke to him as he was on his way up to Newcastle, and you could tell by the excitement in within the text, if you like, that
Oops. Oh no. Don't do this to me now. No. Oh no. Oh, window's closed. The window slams shut.
There you go, everybody. Well done, everyone.
Hard work over. Just about.
Happy New Year.
Inter Milan and the thing's messing up again. I literally missed out on the rest of deadline day because of this.
What a great moment. Do you know what, Kevin Nolan, I'm so glad you're here, Kevin. Every time I see you, we always get talking football. You've got such a passion for the game. I don't think...
Stays at the club. Oh, wow. Noah has gone to Craven Cottage. My God.
I've seen you like that. I've got to be honest, when the Andy Carroll interview was being played there, Keith Downey spoke to him. Stephen was watching it. You could not take your eyes off it. You are thrilled for your mate, aren't you?
Yeah, I've got to admit, I'm absolutely delighted for him. I remember, because I can still remember the transfer when he went to Liverpool. I was there, I was with him. He was at my house, everyone was looking for him. He was at my house, so and they were coming back, and it was between Tottenham and Liverpool. It was in limbo where he was going to go, and I'm there, obviously in his ear going, Liverpool. It's got to be Liverpool. It's got to be Liverpool. And then obviously he went, and I remember the first thing he said as he was leaving, he said, "I'm coming back though. I am going to come back." And it's so, and I think he said it in his interview there. Well, he actually did. He said, "I've always, thought I'd come back. I thought it might have been sooner." But yeah, I just know how much he'll be delighted now, and all his family. You'll all be absolutely ecstatic that he's back playing for the team.
One of these stories, Vicky, of the window, isn't it?
Absolutely. And I mean, in terms of Steve Bruce, all the papers initially were saying, you've got to get the Newcastle fans on side. You know what it's like to be the boss of Newcastle. You know what those fans are like. So is this like an arm around? Is this like saying, look, come with me, guys. This is what I can deliver for you. A hero.
Steve Bruce will be the happiest man in the whole of Great Britain because that's just what he needed. And the beauty of it is that he's made signings already. He's got Dwight Gale, Joe Linton. He can play them. He can start them. In the meantime, he's got Andy Carroll coming in the dressing room, coming in the town, coming in, selling all the shirts, taking all the hype away from everybody. And the
30 seconds behind. West Ham signed Albion Ajeti.
Stephen is getting in touch with me saying, he's an Arsenal fan, are you kidding? Is Arsenal's window? Pepe, Lacazette and Aubameyang up front. Kieran Tierney's in, we're waiting for David Luiz, and you guys are going on about Andy Carroll. he's having a laugh with me. But I mean, to an extent, he has a point. This has been a great window for Arsenal, as we were saying there with Steve.
Yeah, it has been very good. Pepe, you look at him, and my only concern with him, the money that they paid for him, he's only played 1 year at his club now, and they bought him off the back of that success. To come to the Premier League, very difficult to do, so that is a big outlay. David Luiz, how will he fit in front of, with losing a Kante in front of him, that protection, can he cope at Arsenal without having that protection? Kieran Tierney is the signing of the window for me for Arsenal anyway. I think he's the standout player.
Well, look, you talk about Everton, but you talk about Arsenal, but I think Everton have had a really good window. We're going to talk about the fact they missed out on a player in a minute. But what do you feel, Kevin? They've got plenty of players coming in.
Yeah, I mean, they've had a fantastic window. They've strengthened in every department. And for me, I think he's done some great business, Marco Silva. I think he'll be disappointed he didn't get the Zaha one over the line. But when he looks back over this deadline, or over this transfer window, he will come back. He'll be reasonably very happy, I should say. And I think they'll be coming into the season really positive that they can sort of make a few waves and start, touching that top six. I'm sure.
Do you feel that there might be a bit of a movement in the top six, because that's what the kind of mood on Twitter is? You feel that there's a lot of teams out there thinking we can knock on that door this season.
It looks like it's going to be a lot closer. I mean, the ideals, you look at Liverpool and Manchester City, who ran away with the points last year. Now you're looking for other teams to try and take points off them to bring that tally down and to bring themselves into that mix of the top six. I think what Everton have done in the business, and Wolves as well. I mean, Wolves last season and what they've strengthened as well. I think Wolves,
and what they've retained as well. They didn't lose that midfield.
Yeah, but Wolves and Everton are the clubs that are really looking strong now.
Stephen, can I interrupt you for a second? How's this for a bit of breaking news? Right up until the last moments there, they're trying and they think they still might do it. Everton, right at the very end there, we're trying to get Alex Iwobi over the line, and it might well have happened.
What?
So a deal is still possible. Kevin, you reacted the same way as I did there. So right at the very end, Everton were working on this situation with Alex Iwobi, and a deal, I am told, is still possible. Steve McLaren, I mean, right at the end there, they could have got someone in of significance here in this window.
Absolutely, and we talked about it earlier about Everton. Fantastic window. I think this will take them even beyond that. Iwobi is a hell of a good player. And to strengthen, have some width on that left-hand side, right-hand side. He's a good attacker. He can score goals. Yeah, I think Silva's done great business.
What do you think's happened there, Steve? Obviously, they've been knocked back for Zaha. And they eventually had to get to grips with the fact, right, that is what's going to happen. He's not going to leave Palace. So maybe late on they've rerouted, haven't they, for Alex Iwobi, and gone back to it. Maybe they've thrown more than 30 million at it.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of it, being a manager in terms of the last day of the window. Anything can happen. You have to have plan A, plan B, plan C. And because you're absolutely right, 5 o'clock is the deadline.
Right.
But we've seen you can make it before that, and you've still got 5 till 7 to do things and get people in on loan, especially where you don't have to do that much of a medical. And that's what Everton have done. Good business.
Sure. A lot of Evertonians saying, is it done? Is it done? So now that we've started